What's up, everyone? Welcome to another end of week standings video. Here are the current standings at the end of week 3. First off, I want to say I'm really sorry this didn't go up earlier, but I've had a very busy weekend, and I'm finally back home, so I can do the standings for you guys for the end of week 3. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. In the Northwest Division, that's right, guys. The princess is above the king. The king has been knocked off his throne. Peach is in first place, followed by Bowser, then Yoshi, and then Luigi. Peach, the reason why she's in first is her differential is way above everybody else's. All 4 fighters are 2-1. Excuse me. Wow, not even a minute in and I already have a burp. Donkey Kong is in 5th by a huge amount, even though both him and Mario are 1 and 2. Donkey Kong is very much ahead in terms of differential. He is at 95.2, while Mario is at negative 267.7. That's quite a big gap, even though they have the same record. All right, now we head over to the Midwest, where there are 2 undefeated fighters sitting at the top. We have WarioWare and Link, but WarioWare is ahead because his differential is almost 150 points higher than Link's. And now we have the next 3 fighters who are 2-1. Pikachu in 3rd, Rosalina in 4th, and Meta Knight, the newcomer, in 5th. Followed by Ness, who is the only 1 and 2 fighter in this division, in last place. And he actually has an even differential, while Rosalina has an even differential too. When I say even differential, that means they don't have decimals. Unlike the Southwest Division, where everybody's differential has a decimal on it. And the Southwest remains still one of the worst divisions. In fact, I think it's the worst division in the league. Fox is definitely a spotlight, though. He is in first place at 2-1, the only 2-1 fighter in the Southwest. Kirby is in 2nd, and Dr. Mario is in 3rd. Kirby is ahead of Dr. Mario because his record is not his record. His differential is way better than Dr. Mario's. He's ahead by over 150 points. Or over 170 points, excuse me. And now in the Southwest, the bottom 3 fighters are all winless. Zelda's in 4th, Bowser Jr. in 5th, and Samus in last. Their differentials are pretty close, but they are all 0-3. In fact, they are the only 3 winless fighters. And as crazy as it is, all 3 winless fighters in the Western Conference are all in the Southwest Division, further proving my point that the Southwest Division is the worst division currently in the Western Conference. And now we head over to the Eastern Conference, where we will be covering the best division in the conference, or in the league, sorry. Rob is in first, and he has the best differential in the league. He is only one of 2 fighters that has a differential that's over 600. Followed by Lucas in 2nd. He is also 3-0. There are 4 perfect fighters in the Eastern Conference still, but because we are still very early in the season, that is destined to change. Villager is in 3rd at 2-1, followed by Pac-Man in 4th, also 2-1. But their differentials are very, very close. They're only apart by, 6.5 points. That's pretty crazy. And next we have Mega Man in 5th at 1-2, followed by Falco in last. And his differential is negative 477.3. And now we head to the Mid-East Division, where we have another undefeated fighter sitting pretty on top, Lucario. And he is currently 3-0. followed by Pitt in second, who is 2-1, but still has a pretty decent differential for his record. Followed by Ike in third, Jigglypuff in fourth, Olimar in fifth. All of them are 1 and 2, but Ike easily has the best differential out of the three of them with 5.6, while Jigglypuff and Olimar's differentials are both less than negative 150. Meanwhile, Little Mac is in a heap of trouble. He is currently winless, but his differential is less than 500. Negative 500. That's what I meant to say. Less than negative 500. And now we cover the Southeast Division, probably the least balanced of all the divisions. Sonic is in first, and he has the second best differential in the league, while also being undefeated at 3-0. Followed by King K. Rool in second, who is currently 2-1. He is the only 2-1 fighter in the Southeast. And once again, just like the Mid-East Division, we have 3 fighters with the same record, all 1 and 2. Wii Fit Trainers in third, followed by Marth in fourth, and Wolf in fifth. And their differentials are much closer this time. And in last place, we have, with the worst differential in the league, Captain Falcon, who is currently 0 and 3. One thing I have noticed is that in the Eastern Conference, things are definitely not nearly as close as they are in the West. The West is a lot closer and definitely a bit more balanced. All right, now that we've covered the divisional standings, here are the wildcard standings. And Link is in first in the wildcard in the West, and Lucas is the first wildcard in the East. Just a reminder that only the top wildcard will advance. That means 1 out of 15 fighters that did not win their division will advance. I know, very tough criteria, but I felt this was completely necessary. I felt it was completely necessary after seeing so many fighters, or not fighters, like seeing so many teams in real life, like wildcard teams, battle their way up to the top. In my definition, the playoffs should only be the best of the best, which is why I'm only having the fighters that win their division and also one wild card move on. So the top 8 fighters will fight in the playoffs out of 36. And last but certainly not least, before we end off the video, here are the matchups for Week 4, starting with the Western Conference, and then the Eastern Conference matchups for Week 4. Okay, so that is going to do it for Week 3, the Week 3 standings for the 2026 season here at Nick's Amiibo League. I'll see you guys at the same time, same date, this Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for Week 4 of the 2026 season here at Nick's Amiibo League. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching.